What's going on, guys? So Nikon just announced on Monday that they are doing a firmware update where the Z6 and Z7 will be able to shoot ProRes RAW, which is big news, especially for us Nikon guys. The only downside is you do have to send your camera in though. So it's like you have to be without a camera for however long it is. They say, they'll turn around within 3 to 4 days, but we'll see how that is. We'll see how that really turns out. The other issue also is I edit with Premiere Pro, and the only software right now that you could edit this through is Final Cut. I don't have Final Cut. I don't have Mac. I do Windows. Adobe did announce 2 days ago actually that they are going to do an update on Premiere. They haven't released a date yet though, where you'll be able to edit this footage on Premiere, but we don't have a release date yet. So hopefully, in January we'll get an update where we'll be able to edit this raw footage. It's big news for Nikon because the amount of post-production editing you could do with the raw footage, it's crazy. As of right now, the way you edit for the videos from Nikon, you can't do too much. You can only do so much grading. You have to make sure you shoot it how you want it, the color that you want on camera, and not really do much post-production. ProRes RAW is a codec created by Apple, which is why Final Cut has the rights to editing. So ProRes RAW pretty much compresses and decompresses the data. ProRes RAW holds tons of data, which is why you could do so much work in post-production. And this is amazing for color grading for Nikon with the Z6 and Z7. I don't see a lot of people talking about this on YouTube, which is why I want to make this video, because it is some good news for Nikon, especially for the new Z cameras that they came out with, which are not taking off as they expected. This main footage I'm shooting with the Z7. This other angle I'm shooting with the D850. I found out very quickly that I was not able to edit as good. You can't really do much post-production work with the D850 video, which is probably why a lot of people don't film with Nikon cameras, because you can only do so much with the video. So that's why this is big news that you're able to shoot RAW now. Of course, at a cost, it's gonna probably run you, I think I saw $200 plus shipping, which is probably roughly around $350 in total. But you will be able to shoot RAW video, which gives you so much more dynamic range. You'll be able to color grade it a lot more. It will not look bad. It'll look pretty good. I'm not gonna go into too much details because there are some videos out there about ProRes RAW. I'll put them down below, and they get into a lot more details on what ProRes RAW is and what you could do with it. But I wanted to come on here and talk about Nikon because that is big news for Nikon, especially with the Z6 and Z7 cameras. There's one more thing I gotta mention though, because you cannot record straight into the camera. You have to use external recorder for this ProRes RAW footage. You have to use either Atomos Ninja 5 or there's a couple other ones you could use, I forget the names. Right now I'm using the Atomos Shinobi for viewing purposes, but otherwise I will have to purchase the Ninja. But I'm very excited to do some post-production editing, just because at the moment I couldn't do so much with my videos. So I have to make sure that all the settings are good on camera, so I don't have to do much post-production, maybe very minimal, because otherwise it starts looking a little, starts looking bad. But stay tuned. I will link the videos below that I was talking about. The guy goes into detail about ProRes RAW, and it's very informational. You definitely gotta watch it. It's a 3-part video, so make sure you watch all 3. If you guys have any questions in regards to the Nikon firmware update, definitely comment below. I'll try to answer as much as I can. All the information I'm getting is from Nikon's website, so you guys can go on Nikon's website and definitely look on there. But it's definitely exciting news, guys. Stay tuned for more videos, alright? Later.